So guys, it looks like Oraimo has finally launched an earbud that ticks almost all the right boxes. Or does it? Hey guys, Mr. Ki here, and this is Oraimo's latest earbuds. I don't have the final retail price for this, but rumors have it that this will go for around 38,000 naira. But the question is this worth the slightly high price? Well, let's find out, shall we? So this is called the Oraimo Freepods Pro. Now, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're probably wondering why Oraimo didn't name this the Freepods 4, given that last year's version is called the Freepods 3. But anyways, in the box, you have the regular suspects like the manuals, 3 different ear tips, which goes from small to large. You also have a Type-C cable and a new accessory. Yes, for the first time, Oraimo is adding a silicone case to the accessories, and that can be used to protect the Freepods case. By the way, talking about the case now has a new design. So we no longer have a black matte finish. Instead, Oraimo has adopted a very glossy finish. And the thing is, it doesn't attract stains, especially fingerprint stains. So I tried rubbing lotion on both cases, and like I said, the new case did not reflect as much stains as the older version. The only thing that I'm not sure about is if the case will attract a lot of scratches. But in case it does, you can just use the silicone case that has been added to protect it. Oh, by the way, the new case is also slightly heavier than the previous case, but I don't think the difference is quite significant, especially when you hold both cases in your hands. Now, in front of the case, you have a new button, and guys, this button can be used to do 2 things. So the first one is to turn on the battery LED notification, and the second one is to use it as a reset button, which is the primary function. So to do this, just long press on the button for about 5 seconds and you're good to go. Now, as far as the battery goes, this has a 510 mAh battery capacity. It's a slight improvement from the previous version, which was at 500 mAh, and it can be charged in 2 hours. And with that single charge, you can get 23 hours of playtime with noise cancellation turned on and 30 hours with noise cancellation turned off. So guys, let's move away from that for a few seconds and let's talk about the design of the earpods themselves. And guys, this adopts the same color material as the case, but one noticeable difference between the new and the old version is the stem. It is now slightly longer than what we got last year. And as far as that translates into everyday use, I'd say it's pretty decent. It sits well in the ears without going in too deep. Plus, it doesn't fall out easily. However, because the stems are now longer, they're now quite noticeable than before. But let me know which look you prefer. But yeah, as far as the specifications go, we are getting Bluetooth 5.2. There's an IPS5 rating, which can accommodate water splashes in most directions. There's also a 70 mAh battery on the earpods that can last for up to 9 hours. You also have an active noise cancellation feature that can be turned on or off, plus other modes which I'll touch on later. So I'm going to pair this with my phone. And once you open the lid, the earpods go into pairing mode, and the pairing mode will bring up pop-up notification. By the way, this notification only works on Android devices. But yeah, I might be mistaken, but I think this is the first time Oraimo has added a pop-up notification for their earpods. And guys, it works well. But I noticed that there are instances where the notification won't, come up even after opening the case. So bear this in mind in case you want to get it. Anyways, for moments when you misplace your earbuds, you can easily find it by going to the Bluetooth setting and tapping on this. Now, once you tap on it, each of the earpods would ring out. But guys, it is not as loud as you might want it to be. Now, the only thing I feel that is missing in the Bluetooth settings is an equalizer to help you further tune the sound. Plus, it would have actually made sense if Oraimo has like a dedicated app for the Freepods Pro, right? But what we do have is an in-ear detection feature. Yes, it took a couple of years, but it is finally here, guys. Oraimo first ever in-ear detection feature. And guys, it works as expected. So the moment you unplug one or both of the earbuds, whatever media you're playing would automatically put itself. And as soon as you plug it back in, it plays. Now, all of this is made possible by the inbuilt sensor. And you can even test this out without putting it in your ears. For example, once you put your finger on the sensor, it would automatically play or pause any media you are on. In addition to playing and pausing, Oraimo has also included a new set of controls to the Freepods Pro. For example, pressing and holding the right earbuds until you hear a second beep activates the voice assistant feature. Meanwhile, tapping and holding the right earbuds until you hear 4 beeps activates the game mode. Yes, we finally have a game mode feature on the FreePods Pro, and what it does is simple. So it actually syncs the sound with the action in the game. So that way there's low latency when you're playing games. I'm not sure why this is not enabled by default though. Anyway, when you tap and hold the left earbud and release it after the 4th beep, you can switch between heavy bass and normal mode. So with heavy bass, the bass response is kicked up a notch, and this allows you to, enjoy songs that have a lot of heavy instruments in them. Finally, tapping and holding the left buds until you get the 2nd beep lets you switch between active noise cancellation and transparency mode. And boy, does this work. So with noise cancellation turned on, you can decrease 35 dB of the noise, which is insane. And this is made possible because Oraimo is using a Pro hybrid noise cancellation feature as opposed to an FF noise cancellation feature. Now with the Pro hybrid noise cancellation feature, you can get rid of more dB noise. And in my opinion, I feel that this is way better than some noise cancellation earbuds that we have in the market.
So I am currently outside trying to test the active noise cancellation mode on this earbud. What do you guys think? But I'm going to switch up the active noise cancellation mode now. Now active noise cancellation mode is off. Is there any difference? Let me know what you guys think.
Meanwhile, the transparency mode does the exact opposite, and that means it allows you to stay aware of what is going on around you. But guys, away from that, and let's carry out some major tests. So the first test I'm going to be carrying out is a microphone test. Now, right now, you're listening to the sounds coming from the Oraimo Freepods Pro. Now, I'm going to switch over to the FreePods 3. Now, I switched over to the Oraimo Freepods 3. Do you notice any difference with the mic quality? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. Anyway, as far as call quality is concerned, this does sound pretty well, right? And I think it's slightly better than the FreePods 3. And I guess the same narrative also applies to the sound quality. It sounds slightly better than the predecessor. And thanks to the heavy bass feature, you can actually get deep and powerful bass that doesn't sound overpowering, right? And generally, I feel that the FreePods Pro has a full sound profile that is enjoyable in most situations. But the question remains, is this a worthy upgrade? And my answer is definitely. Now, this has a retail price of 38,000, and as I said, it is slightly higher than what we got on previous version. But at that price point, you get all of the things that I've mentioned in this video. Of course, I'd have loved if we have an equalization feature in the settings, or an IPX7 rating instead of an IPX5 that we have. Plus, it will be cool to have a dedicated app for the FreePods. But come on, I think the FreePods Pro actually ticks all of the right boxes, especially when you consider the price point and the competition. But guys, over to you. What do you think about the FreePods Pro? What do you think about the new features that it has? Do you think it's worth that price point? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care.